And we're back with some more Raft. And today, we're going to be doing some upgrades to the Raft. Fun as it is, exploring all these islands and doing the storyline, I would like to make this Raft a little bit more, well, not perfection, but at least more sustainable. Hey, Flossie, how you doing, buddy? I love that they get a little name tag on the front of them. Never mind. We're going to head to this next island, grab some resources, and then start a major upgrade campaign on this. I don't think we can afford to armor plate it. There is this option to put armor plating on your tiles, and then Bruce can't nibble. But I've put those on the corners over there. The problem is, though, we have a really, really big raft. We would have to slim down a lot to not have to worry about that. So maybe armor plating is out of the question, but we might maybe make the raft a little bit more organized. Well, that island looks interesting. I hope there's a shop at the top. Maybe I should bring some trash cubes. But first off, I have been advised to use the pots. I use this thing so much, I'm going to actually do it. What you do is you check down your 4 ingredients here, and then you hit activate. Oh, wait, we have to take out the old stuff yet. But then once you've got your 4 ingredients down, we've got several listed over here. It's always 4 ingredients, but once you have your 4 down, you fill it up, and it starts cooking. And then when it's finished, you use a clay bowl to scoop it out. And that will give you, well, right now we're making vegetable soups. The thing is, when you consume the vegetable soup, it consumes the bowl. I don't know how that works, but yes, it turns out you're just so ravenous you eat the bowl at the same time. It reminds me of a Viva La Dirt League sketch where it's like, oh yeah, you just eat the entire health potion, including the glass. Would you look at that? It's a beautiful vegetable soup. And we'll just grab a clay bowl, scoop it out, and done. Like, let's just grab a quick snack now and see how it works out. It even gives you a bit of a bonus. So when we consume it, you see how much health it how much it increases our food by, but also gives us that little extra orangey bit on the end, which means we can go even higher than normal. Handy if you want to, like, really pound down the food before you go out. And before I do go, I want to make sure we're topped up fully on water as well. This is going to be a long run. Oh, great. It's one of these islands. We've got a birdie to contend with. Give me, like, 10 minutes? These things take forever to kill. Probably would take less time if I was a better shot. Thankfully, there is a shop here, which is good. We want to get access to the tier 2 stuff as quickly as possible. That means we just need, what? These will give us 40, 80. We need 3 of these. Thank you very much, and we did bring our fishing rod. Now, you would think using your fishing rod up here is impossible. Well, that's what I thought, but I have been advised it is not impossible, so long as you have a dream. Let's see if that dream is a reality. This doesn't feel like it should work at all. Never mind. Works just fine. Alright then, let's just keep fishing the beach or beach-adjacent territory. Are these, like, sea cabbages? Because I definitely can't harvest them if they're sea cabbages, and they look strangely like cabbages to me for some bizarre reason I can't quite place. It's actually nicer if you just hang around the music while you're fishing. My fishing rod broke, I had to go back and get a new one, but this is quite therapeutic. These weird fish here can't be cooked as far as I'm aware. The only thing we can do with them is sell them to this crowd. And we're just shy. We just need 20 more reputation with them up here. 10 reputation per fish. So, well, we might as well sell a lot of them. We're now tier 2. So now we can buy tier 2 items, which includes metal ore. How much does that cost? 2 trash cubes and 1 trade coin. Alright, here's how the mechanics of this work. It's pretty straightforward. You grab a fishing bait of any type. It costs you 1 trash cube. Trash cubes are made from just throwing away the junk you don't need, and you throw it into a compactor, which requires electricity, but that's another story. So when you've got your trash cubes, you buy 4 of these for 1 trash cube. That will give you a coin when you trade in the fish. So basically you can turn 1 trash cube into 4 coins. This even happens at level, I think at level 4 you get 2 coins, or level 3 you get 2 coins, but we're not going to worry about that for now. But what you're going to want to do is immediately unlock tier 3. The only way to get that, though, is to get advanced fish bait. This one gives you 100 reputation, which, yeah, we're just gonna... We have to do a whole bunch of fishing for this, don't we? The mechanics of this appear to be incredibly simple. You can hold down the rod if you want to do like a long cast. Makes no difference if you do or not. You can just tap it once and let the rod drop in the water. Then it will just stay there for 10 seconds. And then after 10 seconds, it goes, hey, pull me out. And if you do, you get your fish. I don't know what happens if you leave it any longer. I'm not bothered testing that far. But yeah, all seems incredibly simplistic. And there you go. Off we go for one more round. And soon we'll have the 20 fish caught and we'll just sell them off. That'll get us another 2 grand of rep. And then we need about another 700, and I think we're done. So 2 more trash cubes, and oh, damn it! I still had 2 of them left to go. You know what? We'll finish the fishing another time. But the great thing about tier 2 fish, they're worth far more reputation, 100 reputation a pop. Which is what it's basically. You have to catch the exact same amount of fish to get from tier 2 or tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 2 to tier 3. Same both ways. Oh, and yes, the very final level fish only give trade coins and no reputation. So that way at the end you can just buy this bait to trade for coins that they can then use to help buy all of this, well, titanium ore, fridges. Actually, is there something here I wanted to buy? Is there a counter? Yeah, there's a foundation counter. Ah, damn it, I don't have the trash cubes. I do want to get one of those, though, for designing our boat. Since we're trying to upgrade our raft, the plan is turn off the engines and let the tide take us. Reason being, these engines burn wood. That wood could be better spent upgrading the raft. Also, as well as that, we're going to want to switch the engines over to biofuel. Hopefully it's more efficient. It will require us to use glass and honey, which means we're going to actually have to put honey together. Oh, and we have, we have more llamas now. So, yeah, why not? I figured we'll grab these guys along and they'll make really good trash. I mean, their wool turns into trash. 2 wool turns into 1 trash cube, which is very good for trading purposes, it seems. All right. Let's sail along for a second, collect some scrap, and get ready for a major upgrade. First thing I want to do is streamline the edges. These edges should be for trash collection only. They kind of mutated into smelters and stuff like that and storage. We also want to trim this down. We want to have it 3 tiles wide. Just to defend the actual trash collection. That's it. We might even trim them down later, even a little bit further, just so that we can cover them in metal to protect them. And I want to centralize everything down the middle, and we're going to make a sort of rectangular... Oh, I'm out of water, am I? Nope, food. Yoink. And then I want to centralize down the middle here and have a nice wider area where we do most of our building and things. And are we avoiding that island? Yes, excellent. So I suppose, first up, let's actually extend ourselves onto the front so that we have more building area and we can start moving stuff out of the rear areas, or the side areas. So slowly but surely, as we get the resources, we're extending... Oh, god damn it, Bruce. I'm actually willing to expend the arrow just to not have to replace the tile. We're running a bit short on wood. Well, I wouldn't say we're running a bit short. I reinstalled the sails, so I've got a couple of sails there to push us forward. This gives us a little bit more speed, which means we collect the garbage just that little bit faster, which gives us, well, more resources. Over here, I'm building our first storage room. One thing I really should do is put another wall. I'm going with the leaf ones. They kind of look, well, they seem nicer to me because they're just more appropriate for the theme. Plus, wood is pretty scarce. Now, what you can do is you can mount stuff on the walls. This means we can get all of our storage into a much smaller location. So, what I'm thinking is this guy about there? And then put one up against this wall. Ooh, actually, no, I'd probably want to put that guy there. You know what, give me a minute. So, this is the dumb design I came up with. Basically, this is going to be our storage corner. The very bottom corner here, you can see there's 3 chests in a row. We've got our leaves, plastic, wood. We don't have enough wood, of course. Stones, scrap, and rope. That's all of the main core resources that you get out of the sea. We've got leaves and feathers and batteries in here for no apparent reason. This is sort of clothing manufacturing. So if we want to say... make ourselves some armor plating and things. We can come here to craft it. I do need a lot more wool, though. Then over here, we've got your honey. Over here, we've got your ores that need smelting in our smelters over here. Also, your goos and such things. Down below that, we've got the seaweed, which also needs smelting, or usage in making flippers. Where is it? If you want to make flippers or an oxygen bottle, you do need... Oh, actually, if you want to use flippers, you need the seaweed. If you want to make an oxygen bottle, you need the vine goo, which is made from smelted seaweed. This here is all of the stored stuff that is pretty much processed. So your irons, your copper bars, your glass, all that kind of thing. And this is the unprocessed clay and sand. We need clay now to make bowls. Which reminds me I should crank out a few of those. So the clay makes bowls. 1 clay makes 4 bowls. We need that to make the stews we're making, or the vegetable soups. And the sand we're going to need to turn into glass. But we're going to need to make a whole honey section just for that. And once we've made the honey and get the glass combined with it, we can make jars of honey, which we can then use to make biofuel to run the engines. Which reminds me, I stopped at this place to maybe grab some more iron. I mean, more iron means maybe at the end of this we can just armor up the whole ship. Oh, 1 second. Snack time. Come here. Oh, expert bird hunter. 50 birds killed. And that's just a good start. For our next construction project, I'm thinking bees. The reason being, well, bees are what we're going to be using to run our ship or power it, so we need to put down a bunch of them. I'm thinking... Ooh... Well, this is where our steering is going to be. This is where that's going to be. Our ship's probably going to be about this wide, so let's see if we can't cram them in here. We need to squeeze in 2 flower pots right there and there, maybe? Ooh, that's pretty tight. Maybe scooch them over a bit. What I've done is plant, well, black seeds in this one, red seeds in this one. They're just flower seeds. Any of those flowers you find on islands, it seems you need those for the bees. And we are going to ram into whatever that is. Good. Where were we? Yes. Now, I did bring a bunch of bees with me. Where did I put them? I think they're over in... I've moved everything around now, so I'm kind of getting confused as to where I placed everything. I'm pretty sure that... Yeah, there we go. Now, we need 2 stacks of these. That means... we go into... Here we are. Others. Beehive. Requires 4 clay. 4 clay, 2 hinges, 15 bee jars, 8 plastic, 20 planks. We need some more planks as well, aren't we? I want to make 2 of these. Okay, just remember where I put the clay. There we go. Excellent. Then we shall craft 2 beehives. That is literally all we can craft right now. And then we're going to place them around these. And those flowers do have to grow. Actually, wait, no, I don't think the flowers have to grow according to the wiki. But these beehives, we can cram them around this. I might actually rip out this antenna just for a second. We don't need it. You can go right there, maybe? I don't think it really matters where you go. Done! Alright, and I'm gonna go hop onto that boat real quick. Well, actually, once I dump some cargo. I think our beehives are ready. E to pick up honeycombs. E to pick up honeycombs. Excellent. That works out. One of our flowers got eaten by a seagull. I'm going to have to take care of that. We can at some point buy a scarecrow that takes care of them eternally, and they never come back again. I might have to pick one of those up just to defend this area. This is great because it doesn't... To get the honeycombs requires nothing but, well, time. You don't have to care. Once the flowers are planted, it's done. You need 6 of them, though, to get the maximum yield. And would this maybe turn just a little bit more? We want to go do a quick drive by that island, maybe grab some more llamas. I really want to go llama heavy, just for... Actually, I can demonstrate this now. This here is the recycler, and normally it takes a lot of stuff to fill it, but 2 wool gives you 1 garbage brick. Let's just chuck in a bunch more. So these guys, who only require water and grass, allow us to do that. And then we just chuck the spare wool back in here, which reminds me I should probably put in some extra grass in here. I've got 4 of them and only 3 grass pieces. I should get them a 4th. To help insulate us from Barry's constant annoyances, what we're doing is we are going to put a little bit of foundation armor here, but just we're going to minimize it a little bit. By making sure that they're all done this way. Kind of looks like teeth. I like the idea. Barry, you're just talking about your buddy. Dear God, that guy's timing is impeccable. It's just like the moment you stop to do something, it's like, oh, I've had a few minutes to get things going, and then he just shows up immediately. Because he knows he's left you alone for too long. Which I think it's a timer, it's like 3 minutes or something like that. Also, we can recycle these and get some of them back. What I should have been doing for a long time now is using teeth. These things here. Triangular foundations. These take less plastic and less wood, so if you do lose them, it doesn't matter. And admittedly, it matters about half as much. Now, for actually armor plating up, it costs the same amount, but I think they look way cooler, so... You know, rule of cool and all that. So that's what we'll do. We'll put them on this end, and then I'm going to try the other end. Actually, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... Yeah, we'll do 2 more rows. I'm going to have to move those bird's nests out of here as well. But we'll do 2 more rows, and then we can go back to do the other side. This way, it just means Barry will always have to attack closer to the center. And we've been stopping at islands to maybe binge on as much iron ore as we can get our hands on. Oh, one thing I should point out, if you make a raft like this, wooden tile long all the way around, and you're worried about the shark coming along and then just nibbling off one chunk and half the raft falling off, it doesn't happen. It seems even if the shark comes along and, say, bites out this chunk here, this part of the raft will still be attached. It doesn't ever disconnect it. It's weird, I had to run a test save just to be sure. I wanted to see if we could maybe simplify things for ourselves. Make sure I'm lining these up correctly. Yup, yeah, no. I want to make sure all the teeth look the same. Oh, God. I just realized you can armor plate the net. I could have just not bothered with the teeth at all and had 1 row. That would have saved... I could have used half as much iron. Now I'm kind of committed. Hey, Bruce. At least that was relatively cheap. No, I'm going to keep it. I like the design, so it's not efficient, but I'm going to do it anyway. Well, we've made it back to another trading post, and we're going to need at least, I think, 3 of these to make this work. Well, time to go fishing using these newest baits. And I'm going to hide back here because there's a bird on this island and I haven't bothered killing it because that would require me to do stuff and things. After catching all of our land fish, I think that's it. That should be enough to get us all the way up. Done. In fact, I may have bought a little bit too many. Fine. Tier 3 is unlocked. That gets us titanium ore. I will buy one of those immediately. Advanced Scarecrow. Oh, damn it, we need 8 trash cubes for that? I'm gonna have to get that next time we stop at one of these places. A fridge can store food and anything else. I don't think we really need that. Trading post cassette. Detailed plank, a canteen, diving helmet. No. We'll probably come back for the pirate hat, of course. Now, where was it? The foundation counter. How much are you? We can afford you. Excellent. Keep track of the foundation so you don't have to. We'll grab one of those. We've expanded our smelting rate just a little bit. It's too slow otherwise, and I am a very impatient person. So, that has given us those 3 titanium ingots, which we can now finally research. All we're missing now is eggs. I don't think I really want chickens. It gives us a healing salve. Soothe and restore wounds. Yeah, I don't care about that so much, I suppose. And we also get advanced collection nets. Okay, that one I'm kind of interested in. Can contain more items than a simple collection. So basically, so long as you don't have to clean it out as often. I'm pretty much cleaning them out as it happens, so not really that concerned just yet, but maybe in the long run. We're also going to place that foundation counter over here by the... Oh, yeah. Never mind. Wrong side. Much better. 237 tiles. If we could drop that by 37, it'd make our lives a lot easier. We'd only need 2 engines for sure, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm definitely a bit of a hoarder. Time to move all of our food upstairs. A lot of it. I need to stop making stuff for a while we do that. Shouldn't be an issue. We have absolutely oodles of food that should last us an awful long time. It takes a lot of wood and a lot of time to get all of this... Ah, damn it, I'm just shy. But doing pretty good, actually. This is our 2nd floor, and I'm thinking we'll put a nice kitchen somewhere. Maybe over here, close to the beehives, though I'm going to have to come up with a better way to get people on and off of this. How are we looking on the... no big islands ahead. Never mind, we can concentrate on the construction then. And you guys got to be moved. I'm probably going to expand that out. Actually, I don't think we need to, do we? You know what, we'll put them in the corner and we'll move the trees up here as well. This is our new enclosure for all of them. They're doing pretty good. Alright, what do we got? We got Prince Ludwig. We've got Flossie. Big Sally. And finally we have Queenie. Well, all of you can stay in there and eventually that grass will grow. I need to get a sprinkler system set up at some point. And eventually we will have this going all the way to the rear. I just gotta trim these edges off when we've got the guts of the raft done. Actually, I've stopped cooking a while ago. I should really move the cooking up. Nope. Gonna finish off the raft one way or the other. This episode's gonna be finished with the raft completed. I don't care. Several hours later. This game takes forever to do anything. You're just struggling to keep things moving. Again, our honey setup is here, but we need to go back and grab some more. In fact, where is that? We're going to go turn on the engines and do that. First, I'll turn on the engines, we'll start heading that direction, and then I'll give you a sort of a tour of what we've been up to. Okay, nope, you need to turn on as well. Ooh. As you can see, we've even got nice little stairs and everything going on. You, turn. Let's go. We got plenty of wood to power the engines, so I'm not too worried about us burning wood to get to the bee island. I want to go to the bee island because we've only got 2 hives. Another hive would definitely help out. And also, the way we can turn is pretty incredible. I love the way you just start whipping it around. I wonder how wide you could make the raft and then just have a giant, just blade sweeping through the ocean. Oh yeah, there we go. Right on target. Okay, so all I gotta do now is keep heading towards that. It's 1,800 meters away. It should have respawned by now, hopefully. In the meantime, this is where our kitchen goes now. We have our crops being produced here. I put these seagull things beside them just in case, though I think I might want to move them over there. I've also got our grill right here, and we've got our little clay pot thing. We're not really using the grill much anymore. These potatoes, quite good out of these. The vegetable soups, even though it requires clay, it requires so little. 1 clay gives you 4 of them, and then one of these lasts ages. For example, we'll just chug it down now, and it takes forever for that to wear off. Then, after we get out of this, I stuck this wall on here so we can put all our ingredients nice and neatly stacked. Up here is our completed stuff that is ready for eating. Down here is the ingredients of stuff we can chuck in to make different dishes. Down the bottom we got all our fruit stuff like pineapples, coconuts, that kind of junk. And in the middle we've got our, well, seeds, random heads, stuff like that. I just didn't know where else to put those, so they ended up there. On the opposite side we've got some of the blueprints we have for the juicer. Haven't hooked that up yet. Oh, and I should turn this off. Yeah, wasting battery power. There's where we got our counter. We've got our big smelter set up over here. We've got our... this is where we crush up all of the excess waste. You see, we started hitting... oh, actually, not scrap. We have maxed out plastic. So now any excess plastic has to go into the recycler. This is unfortunately chewed through a lot of batteries. We're going to have to start probably recycling the feathers just to make room for all the dead batteries. Lots of honey. Copper, I haven't found a use for it, bar making more batteries. However, we've run into a problem there. You see, because of all of these, well, metal plates here, this metal reinforcement, it costs nails. So each one of these costs 2 nails, and 1 scrap makes 3 nails. So we need an awful lot more scrap. We need about 50 more iron, and about 40 more scrap. The problem is batteries require scrap, so I don't want to create any more batteries because we're running low. This is all of the scrap we've got on the boat right now. 18 scrap. It's not a lot. So what I want to do is head back to this island over here. This island is the one that has the bees, so that we can increase this. We're also going to grab all the scrap so that we can finish off the edges. And iron-wise... actually, how much iron we got going on? We have 27 iron, and yeah, we're going to need to hit up about 2 or 3 more islands. Then the boat will be finished. We have it armor plated all the way around. Bruce can no longer annoy us. Though I haven't got around to the biofuel, namely because we need more components for that. I think we can safely say the bees have regenerated on this island, which is good for us. We need more of them. That's... how many is that? That's 5 bees. Yeah, we're going to need a lot more than that. We want to get ourselves up probably about 9 hives. Come here. They sting me? I wasn't even aware bees could hurt you in this game. Come back here, you little muppets. Raft does look kind of sweet, even from this distance away, with all the fog going on. Let's get a little bit closer so the fog's not quite so bad. Problem is, there's still loads it needs doing. Basically, about 50 iron ore. That means I'm going to have to visit about 3 more islands, and then scrap-wise, well, I haven't been harvesting scrap, but well, I kind of ignored it. I thought I needed the iron ore more. But now it turns out, no, I need lots of iron ore and scrap, and there's plenty of it in the ocean. We can grab a bunch of that. That'll be fine. But this is going to take a little bit more work, unfortunately, before we can go on to the rest of the missions. It's just I kind of wanted to get this sorted so that when we start going through the missions, we can plow through them as opposed to having to stop every so often and upgrade. I want to make sure that we are... Oop, there's Bruce having a little nibble on a small chunk over there. Hey, Brucey. Yeah, that's what I thought. But what I want to be able to do is when the time comes, we just plow through all the missions. I just wanted to have one run at the end where the boat is pretty much finished. All we got to do is maybe upgrade a few things here and there. And then we rush through the end. Unfortunately, that means I'm kind of out of time for today. I know I should have more. It's just a case of... I've spent a whole bunch of time swimming around and edited out all of that because, well, harvesting iron again and again and again does not seem very entertaining. Anyway, next up, I'll finish this off in the background, and next up it's going to be all missions all day. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck.